Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Azhar Ali, Assistant Professor, Electrical Engineering Department, Sarhad University, Peshawar. Dear students, in this first video lecture of week 12 for the course Mathematics 1, today we are going to learn about percentages.
From Lithan per centum by 100. This is the meaning of percentage by 100. And the percentage is a number or ratio expressed as a fraction of 100. It is often denoted by this percent sign, by this sign. This is the percent sign. Now, calculating percentage is one of the simplest and most useful of mathematical tricks. It is one of the simplest ways of quantifying things, aid and presenting comparative ratios. And you will need to know how to calculate percentage, as it is a concept used in almost every field where quantification is involved. So, dear students, in this slide, note that how we can denote a percent. We can denote a percent by this symbol, and how to calculate a percentage. Let me first define what is percentage mean and then explain a simple formula for calculating percentage. So two things should be noted: the notations for the percentage and how to calculate the percentage. I will tell you about the calculation of percentage in the coming slide. First of all, I want to tell you about the percentage in more detail. Percentage literally means per 100 pieces of anything. Per 100 pieces of anything, which is one way of specifying the fraction of a complete whole. Simply put, a percentage value is a fraction multiplied by 100. A portion of the whole, a part, a way of representing a fraction with the denominator of 100. So 15 by 100 mean this is the fraction form, and 0.15 is the decimal form. 15 by 100 is equal to 0.15 equals a percentage of 15. So dear students, in this figure you see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 multiplied 10, there are 100 square boxes in this shape. There are 100 square boxes in this shape. So 15% means 15 per 100. 15 parts out of 100. 15% of this box is green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So if we want to represent the percentage for these boxes, so there are total 100 boxes in this shape, square boxes in this shape. So 15% boxes is green in the total 100 boxes. Now, how to calculate percentage? Let's say I have a basket of fruits. For example, we have a basket of fruit. Out of a total of 20 fruits, there are 20 fruits in the basket. In total 20 fruits, 5 are apples, 10 are orange, and 5 are pineapples. Then the percentage of all these 3 fruits in the basket is calculated in the following ways. First, determine the part and then the whole. So the whole part is 20. Here the whole part is the fruit basket containing 20 fruits, and the part for each fruit, for example, the part of apple is 5, the part of orange is 10, and the part of pineapple is 5. So first of all, point out in the problem the total and the part. Then, secondly, you must determine the fraction of fruit in basket, that are apples, orange, and pineapples. That is, you must establish the fraction. Here the fractions are: the fraction for apple is 5 by 20. 5 is the part of apple and 20 is the whole total. 5 by 20. So fraction for orange, 10 by 20. So fraction for apples is 5 by 20, mean 1 over 4. This is the simplest form of this ratio. And 10 by 20 is the fraction of orange. So after simplification we obtain 1 over 2. And fraction for pineapples in the basket, 5 pineapples in the basket, 5 pineapple in the basket. So the fraction for the pineapple is 5 by 20, and to simplify this ratio we obtain 1 by 2. So one can now say that 1/4 of the fruit is apple, 1/4 of the fruit is apple, a half are orange, and another 1/4 are pineapples. Now, once the fraction has been established, then calculate the percentage, which is extremely simple. So this is the first point, which is very important. First of all, obtain the fraction for the quantity. First of all, point out the total and then obtain the fraction from the part of apples, part of fraction of apples, fraction of orange, and fraction of pineapples. Now to calculate the percentage, once the fraction has been established, then calculate the percentage. So percentage of apple in the basket is calculated by using this formula. Percentage is equal to part divided by whole multiplied 100. Part divided by whole multiplied 100. And if we divide both sides by 100 of this equation, we obtain a formula: percentage divided by 100 is equal to part divided by whole. So this is very important formula for calculating the percentage. In this formula, there are three things: percentage, part, and whole. When part and whole are given, we can calculate the percentage. When percentage and part are given, we can calculating the whole. And when percentage and whole are given, we can calculate the part. So note this formula. This is a very important formula for calculating a percentage. So therefore, in our example, the percentage of the apple, part is 5, whole total is 20 multiplied 100. So after simplification, we obtain 5 by 20 equal to 1 over 4. In the previous slide, you see here 5 by 20 is equal to 1 over 4. 1 over 4 multiplied 100 is equal to 25%. And percentage for orange, using this formula, part divided by whole. The part of the orange is 10 and the whole is 20 multiplied 100. So 10 by 20 simplest form is 1 over 2 in this slide. So 1 over 2 multiplied 100 is equal to 50% of the pineapples. And so 50% of the orange. Now the pineapple percentage, part divided by whole multiplied 100. So 5 by 20 mean 1 over 4 is equal to 25%. So 25% is apple, 50% is orange, and 25% is pineapple. So dear students, through this example, uh, we obtain the formula, the procedures, and the explanations of calculating the percentage. First of all, point out the whole and the part, and then make the fraction for the quantity, and then using this formula we can calculate the percentage for a quantity. Percentage is equal to part divided by whole multiplied 100. By this formula, we obtain, or we can calculate percentage, we can calculate the part, and we can calculate the whole. But when two things are given, then we can find the third quantity. In this formula, there are three unknowns: percentage, part, and whole. 100 is known. So when two quantities, in these quantities, when two quantities are given, then we can find easily the third unknown quantity. Now, calculation with the percents. Given the whole in the percent, find the part. As I have already told you, when whole and percent are given, then we can find the part. And when the whole and the part are given, we can find the percent. So when the percent and the part are given, we calculate the whole. When the whole and percent are given, the part can be found by multiplying the percent by the whole. This is the formula for the part. When the whole and the percent are given, the part can be found by this formula: percentage multiplied whole. And when the percent must be put into the decimal form, prior to being multiplied, that can be done by dividing the percent by 100. Percent by 100 is equal to decimal. So dear students, note that through this formula, when percent and part are given, we can find the whole, and when percent and whole are given, we can find the part. Now, some examples. Find a fraction of the quantity 4 by 5 multiplied 20. 4 by 5 of 20 mean 4 by 5 multiplied 20. So to write the fraction form of this, 1 over 5 multiplied 20. So 20 divided by 5, 20 divided by 5 is equal to this, and 4 by 5 of 20 is 4 multiplied 4 is equal to 16. To do this one step, we can look at the question. Divide by 5 and how it by cross out the 5 on the bottom and cross out the 20 and replace with 4. The answer to 20 by 5 is 4. So in this example, you see here 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. 4 multiplied 4 is equal to 16. So to do this in one step, we can look at the question, divide by 5 and show it by crossing out the 5 on the bottom and cross out the 20 and replace with 4. The answer to 20 by 5. 4 by 4 by 4 by 5 multiplied 20. So 5 on the 5 and 5 for the 20, 4 for the 16. So the result of this fraction form, 5 by 4 by 5 multiplied 20 is equal to 16. Now using this method to find percentage of a quantity. Suppose 12% of 200. 12% of 200, cancel common factors. Cancel the common factor. 12% of 200 can be written as 12 divided by 100. 12% mean 12 divided by 100. Of mean multiplied 200. So cancel the common fraction. 100 1 the 100, 100 2 the 200, and 12 multiplied 2 is equal to 24. Now the second example, to find 40% of 275. 40 mean 40 divided by 100, which is equal to 4 by 10, and half mean multiplied 270. So after simplifications, we obtain 108. Now 35% of 14. 35% mean 35 divided by 100. So 35 divided by 100 means 7 by 20. Half mean multiplied 14. So after simplification, we obtain 4.9. Now, to translate the proportional, dear students, using the previous formula, as I have already told you, and here in this part, percentage can be found out by part divided by whole multiplied 100. So this formula can be written as 100 percentage divided by 100 is equal to part divided by whole. Percentage divided by 100 is equal to part divided by whole. So the translation of this formula can be written as is divided by of is equal to percentage divided by 100. So in the description of the question, how we can identify the part and the whole. The is sentence, the quantity with connected with the is called the part, also called the part. The quantity, the value connected to the is called a part, and the value connected to the of is called the whole. So part divided by whole is equal to percent divided by 100. So as mean part and of mean whole is equal to 100 divided by 100. This is the translation of the given formula by which we can calculating the percentage. So to translate this percentage formula through example, here we have some example like 56% of 46 is what number? 56% of 46 is a what number? So dear students, in this description of 46, 46 is connected with of mean whole, part divided by whole. So the whole is a 46, is of is equal to percent divided by 100. This is percent proportional. Equal mean this is the first ratio, quantity of first ratio of the first two quantities and ratio of the other two quantities, ratio of part and whole, and ratio of percent and 100. So equal mean proportional, and proportional mean two ratios are equal. So the translation for the percentage formula is divided by of. Sometimes students cannot identify the part and the whole. So by these two words, as and of, we can easily identify the part and the whole in the descriptions. So a number connected with of, consider the whole, and a number, a value connected with the is, consider the part. So in this question, in this description, 56%, this is the percent, 56 divided by 100. Now two things remaining, is and of. 46 is connected with of. 56% of 46. 46 is connected with of. So uh, is unknown. 56% of 46 is what number? Is what number? Is what number mean? Is missing. Part is missing. Part is unknown. So using this formula now, the part is unknown. So the unknown part is x, and the whole value is 46. Now is equal to 56 divided by 100. Similarly, what percent of 69 is 153? What percent? Percent is missing. Percent is unknown. This rectangle box represents the unknown, and the circle box represent two things known: person known, of known. In this example, person is unknown, of known, and part is known. So using the above formula, person is missing. So the unknown x represent the person which is unknown, divide by 100. Now part divided by total, part divided by whole, is divided by of, is 153, of is 69. So we can easily calculate the percentage by using this translation. For example, example number 3, there are some examples to calculate is, of, part, or percent. We have three things in the percentage formula: percent, is, and of. How to find uh, the part, how to find the percent, and how to find the total. In the previous example, in the previous example, in this example, is missing. In this example, percentage is missing. Percentage is unknown. Now, another example show how to find the part for a description of a percentage. In this example, dear students, you see there are two examples by which we can find the part of this formula. Is divided by of is equal to 100 divided by percentage. So 25% of 100 is what number? It's mean is part. Is the part. Part is missing using this formula. For the part, I consider x. X is unknown. The whole is known. 100 is equal to 25% mean 25 divided by 100. Now by cross multiplication, 100 multiplied x and 60 multiplied 25 is equal to 1500. So x 100 is connected with the unknown. Dividing both sides by 100, we obtain x is equal to 15. Now 5.1% of 400 is what number? Is missing. Part is missing. Part is unknown in this example. So part divided by a whole. The whole is 400. Part is unknown. 5.1% mean 5.1 divided by 100. Now using the cross multiplication, 100 multiplied x, 400 multiplied 5.1, we obtain 20 40. Since 100 is connected with the unknown, dividing both sides by x, we obtain x is equal to 20.4. Now again, using this formula, is of is equal to 100 percentage divided by 100 to find the percent part. There are some examples to find the percent part for a description of percentage. What percent of 1800 is 36? Of mean whole, is mean part. So in this formula, is 36, whole 18, and percent is unknown. So x represent the unknown percent. Now using this formula, 36 divided by 1800 is equal to x divided by 100. By cross multiplication, x multiplied 1800 and 36 divided by 100 mean 3600. Now 1800 is connected with the unknown, so dividing both sides by 1800, we obtain the percent 2%. Similarly, another example, 320 is what percentage of 4? 320 is 320 represent is mean part. 320 represent the part. What percent? Percent is unknown of 4. 4 represent of represent the whole. So is 320 divided by whole is equal to percent. Percent is unknown divided by 100. Now by cross multiplication, 4 multiplied x and 320 multiplied 100 is equal to 32000. Since 4 is connected with the unknown variable, so dividing by 4 both side, dividing both side by 4, we obtain x is equal to 8000%. Now some example to find the whole, to find the up portion, to find the base, whole, total, base, or up. We can use any word for the total, whole, base, and up. So in this example, you see here, there are two examples in which we use the procedure how to find the base, the total, or of. 12 is 8% of what number? 12 is the part. 18% percent is noun of what number? Of mean total. Total or whole. Whole is unknown. So using this formula, is by of is unknown. So represent x represent the whole, the of. 12 represent is. So 12 divided by x is equal to 18%. 18 divided by 100. By cross multiplication, x multiplied 80, 12 multiplied 100 is equal to 1200. 80 is connected with the unknown variable. Divide the equation by that number which connected with the unknown variable. In this equation, 80 is connected with the unknown variable. So dividing both sides by 80, we obtain x is equal to 15. Now find a number so that 66 whole 2 by 3% it is 12. This is mean part. So a value connected with is represent the part. A value connected with the half represent the whole. So half is missing. Half is unknown. Whole is unknown. Is divided by half. Part divided by whole. Part is known. Whole is unknown. Total is unknown. So x represent the whole is equal to 66 2 by 3% mean 66 whole 2 by 3 divided by 100. Now by cross multiplication, x multiplied 66 whole 2 by 3 is equal to 12 multiplied 100 is equal to 1200. Now multiplied 66 with 3 and adding with the 2, we obtain uh, 3 6 the 18 and 3 6 the 18 198. 198 plus 2 200. 200 divided by 3 is equal to 3. 200 divided by 3 into x is equal to 1200. In this left hand side we obtain 200 divided by 3. So multiplying both sides by 3 and then divide by 200, or simply we can say that 200 divided by 3 shift to this side, we obtain 1200 multiplied 3 divided by 200, and then after simplification we obtain the whole part which is unknown represented by x is equal to 18. So dear student, in this lecture you see here the definition of the percentage, how to calculate the percentage. First of all, in any problem, point out the total and point out the percentage, and then using the formula percentage in the previous slide, I have already told you the formula of the percentage is equal to part divided by whole multiplied 100. Part divided by whole multiplied 100. So using the formula percentage is equal to part divided by whole multiplied 100. We can calculate the percentage, we can calculate the whole, we can calculate the is part. Since the formula is very simple, but two things should be noted. There are three unknown quantities in this formula: is, of, and percentage. Is mean part, of mean total. In this formula you see here percentage is equal to part divided by whole multiplied 100. So in this formula we can calculate, by this formula we can calculate the percentage when part and whole are given, and we can calculate the whole when percentage and part are given, and we can calculate the part when percentage and whole are given. So in any mathematical formula, to find the percentage, to find the part, to find the whole, first of all point out the total in the given description of the question and point out the part. You can easily calculate the percentage by using this formula. And this is the end of this segment. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.